Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Josephine and on this channel we talk about fragrances. Today's video is about 3 superstars for men from Chanel. So I will be reviewing for you the notoriously well-known Bleu de Chanel, as well as the very much loved Allure Homme Sport EAU EXTRême, and one that isn't so well known about yet is magnificent. It is the original Allure Homme. So if you are looking to buy a fragrance from Chanel for men and you don't know where to start and you're hesitating between fragrances like Bleu de Chanel or Allure Homme Sport EAU EXTRême or even the original Chanel Allure Homme, then this video is for you. So if you'd like to know more about these fragrances, my thoughts and what I would recommend depending on your style, occasion, and also perhaps someone that you're gifting for, then make sure to keep on watching. Before we get into the video, I have some super exciting news to share with you. I will be taking part of this year's ScentXplore event. So ScentXplore is a fragrance event that took place for the first time last year in New York, and this year it will be taking place virtually, which means that every one of you can join, which is super exciting because it will give me a chance to also meet you. So ScentXplore is a fragrance event that reunites niche brands, content creators, and fragrance aficionados. So if you love fragrances, you want to discover some upcoming brands, fragrance trends, and also meet content creators like myself, then I have a link in the description box which you can click to register. So the first thing that you need to know is that the registration is capped at 3,000 people that can attend the event live. So make sure to click on that link in order for you to be able to attend the event if you're interested. Also, for the first 1,000 people who sign up for US residents only, there will be a really nice goodie bag with samples from all of the brands attending the event. So it's really cool, and let me tell you, the niche brands are so awesome. You have Amouage, Memo, Fragrance du Bois, and many more. So some really cool niche brands. So I'm super excited to be taking part of this event and hopefully meeting some of you virtually. This event will be taking place on the 5th of December, and all the information is in the link in the description box so you can get to know the event a little bit better. So with that, let's begin this video, and starting off very strong with Bleu de Chanel. As you can see, mine is very well loved. I have some of the labeling that has come off. It is a legit fragrance, guys. It's just that it's very well loved. Bleu de Chanel, this is the eau de toilette, and what can I say about this perfume? This is the most mass appealing and safest choice for men's looking to purchase a Chanel fragrance. This is the original blue fragrance. So what are blue fragrances? Well, these are fragrances that are fresh, that are clean, sort of out of the shower effect, maybe even shower gel like. They're aquatic, marine, can be aromatic too. So genuinely squeaky clean and fresh. Examples of blue fragrances, great ones, are Sauvage by Dior and also YSL Eau de Parfum, as well as, of course, this one. Now, Bleu de Chanel was the original trendsetter, may I add, and it's just an overall safe choice for men. So what does this fragrance smell like? Well, it's an aromatic, woody perfume that opens very fresh with lots of citruses. You have some beautiful woods with cedar, with sandalwood, and you also have a little bit of incense. So it's a little bit smoky, but just ever so slightly, giving this perfume a lot of grit and character. So the overall impression that I get from this scent is that it is the most formal, elegant, and put together perfume out of the 3 fragrances I'll be talking about today. Performance-wise, it's good. You get good projection and longevity off of the scent. In terms of versatility, this is an incredibly versatile fragrance. It's elegant and sophisticated, yet very wearable. You're gonna get a lot of use out of this fragrance. In fact, if you are just starting your fragrance collection right now and you're a man and you're looking for a solid, safe choice for all year round, for everyday use, this perfume is it. Now, if I had to pick an occasion where it would be like optimal wear, I would say this is a fantastic office fragrance because it has a bit of more of a formal character than, say, the other 2 that I'm talking about today. That is why I think it's great for the office. The only drawback with this scent, I would say, is the fact that it isn't super unique as much as it used to be. So when it first launched, it was a revolutionary scent, but now so many brands do this DNA that it's sort of difficult to find the one that, you know, stands out more than the other. I would definitely say out of all of the Bleu fragrances, Bleu de Chanel is my favorite, and that's the one that I would recommend to you. Will you be getting compliments with this scent? Hell yes! This perfume will get you lots of compliments. It's a super likable DNA. This is a really solid, passe-partout, as we say in French, choice for men. So if you had to blind buy a perfume and you want a solid designer scent for yourself, or even as a gift, definitely go for this fragrance. Next up, we have the very well hyped, very much loved Allure Homme Sport EAU EXTRêME. With this fragrance and the whole Allure Homme Sport range, I find it a little bit confusing in terms of naming because there's so many different flankers. I believe there's another Allure Homme Sport that looks just like this, similar packaging, but it doesn't say EAU EXTRêME. So the one that I'm talking about specifically mentions EAU EXTRêME here at the bottom of the bottle. So why is this fragrance so hyped up? Like, what makes this fragrance so special? And what does it smell like? Well, this perfume is a highly likable scent, and it is a compliment magnet. What makes this fragrance, in my opinion, very special is its sillage, or scent trail. Whenever someone wears this fragrance and walks past, it just smells so good. It has a beautiful sillage that kind of makes you want to smell the fragrance over and over again. So this perfume, totally different to Bleu de Chanel, very different territory. This is a fragrance that smells fresh and clean, but like almost like out of the shower. I get sort of a shower gel feel from this fragrance and like a squeaky cleanliness from it with a pop of powder and a beautiful, warm, sweet tonka bean almondy base. So if you guys love your tonka bean fragrances like I do, you will probably enjoy this perfume. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not an overly sweet fragrance, not at all, but it just has, you know, a little bit of a hint, a little bit of a smile to it, which I think makes it so attractive. My overall impression of this fragrance is that it's the naughty younger brother of the original Allure Homme. It's sexy, it has a bit of a bad boy vibe, and it's definitely more youthful, and I would say more youthful compared to the other fragrances I'm talking about today. In terms of performance, this is really great. It has fantastic projection and also really great longevity. I get around 8 hours wear from this fragrance. Is it versatile? Yes. To be honest, all the fragrances today are versatile. This is a really good one to wear every day. I would say maybe not in the winter time, so optimal conditions would be spring, summer, autumn, but not necessarily winter, because I do find that it is just better suited for a warmer climate. Again, this is a fragrance where you'll be getting lots of compliments, as I said at the beginning of the video, so this is important to you. This one is a compliment magnet. As for the age group, I would say because it's more youthful and playful, I would say this is appropriate for late teens and then upwards. Late teens to say 30s. In terms of occasion, this is a great scent to go out with friends, clubbing back in the day, slash if it's even possible to go out, probably not. But when it is possible to go out again, I think this would be a great one to wear if you're going out with your friends, going clubbing or whatever. This would also be a really good date night fragrance, more for a summer date than a winter date, but nonetheless really great because it's super sexy and has a very likable edge about it. So this is Allure Homme Sport EAU EXTRêME. And finally, my personal favorite, it is Chanel Allure Homme, the original Allure Homme, which if you've been watching my videos, you know my obsession with this scent. It is a true love affair, and to me, if I only had to pick one, I would go for the original Allure Homme. So what is so special about this scent? It's just magical, to put it simply. It has a really interesting hot and cold duality about it. It opens very fresh, like the other two fragrances. You have some citruses, some coriander, but what's beautiful is the dry down. And in the dry down, you get more warm notes like labdanum, like tonka bean again, and it's just really beautiful and very alluring. This is your casual chic fragrance. It's elegant but effortless. You're not trying too hard, it's also a little bit sexy, but really your casual chic perfume. That's the best way I could describe it. This is a scent that you want to wear and pair it with, say, a white tee and jeans. It's super effortless, yet always remains elegant and classy, which is what I find with a lot of Chanel fragrances. I find them to be classy and timeless. For sure, this is a timeless masterpiece. It came out many, many years ago, but it's still very much relevant today. In terms of performance, I would say the only drawback with this scent is that it doesn't project or last as long as the other fragrances, but that doesn't mean necessarily that's a bad thing. So this fragrance will stay closer to your skin, so it's not going to give you a crazy amount of projection. And in terms of longevity, you can get between like 4 to 5 hours of wear from this scent. This, by the way, is an eau de toilette, just for you to know that. So yeah, only drawback is the performance, I would say. Other than that, this perfume is simply phenomenal. In terms of versatility, it is another one that is super versatile. You can wear this in all 4 seasons, no problem, for any occasion. For day wear, you can transition into the night because it has more of those warmer tones, which I find with Bleu de Chanel, for example, isn't so much of a nighttime scent, more of a daytime scent. Chanel, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême, you can also transition between day and night. This one is another one that you can transition between day and night. And I would say if you had to pick a season where it's like optimal, probably the colder months, because again, it has those like warm, smooth tones that work very well in the colder months. This fragrance I find is very unique. You're not going to get a perfume on the market that looks like that. Unlike Bleu de Chanel, the DNA of the fragrance hasn't been copied, and also not a lot of people wear this perfume. So if you want a unique, solid, really good smelling scent from Chanel and you don't want to smell like everyone else, I highly recommend you try the original Allure Homme. This perfume feels maybe a little bit more traditional, a bit more classic than the other 2 that I mentioned. So for that, I would say it's maybe appropriate for someone who's in their late 20s, early 30s. That is a fragrance that I would recommend for people who are interested in this scent. So if I had to sum up these fragrances like really easily for you guys and do a little bit of an analogy, I would say that Allure Homme, the original, is the really cool dad. He's like super chilled, effortless, he's very sexy as well, but like super laid back. So that is Allure Homme, the original. Then we have the older son. He's really into his career, he's a super successful guy, and he makes all the girls fall for him. Bleu de Chanel is the fragrance for this guy. And finally, you have the younger brother, the younger son, who's naughty, getting in trouble, and is a heartbreaker as well, but also very charismatic. Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. So hopefully this clears up a few things in terms of the men's fragrances from Chanel and has helped you navigate these fragrances a little bit better. Let me know in the comments down below what of these 3 fragrances you like to wear the most, or if you have another Chanel fragrance that you prefer to wear, also comment down below. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!